Hi, welcome to Naadi Astrology. My name is Dr. N.Srinivasan Shastri. Now we are going to go into Naadi Astrology, the sixth house from Jupiter. Not only the sixth house significations, but also multiple uses of the sixth house. What all you can find normally from Lagna or from Jupiter, sixth house has certain significations. Apart from that, we can just have other usages, multiple uses from can be known from the sixth house from Jupiter that we are going to do today. Okay. So sixth house from Jupiter. This will be the base today in both the charts. Here, this is not Lagna. This is the first house Aries. Because it's a diamond chart, I have to put one there just to notify it that it is the Jupiter's placement. Jupiter is here. Likewise, Jupiter is in Aries. Okay. So we are dealing with the sixth house. First, let us know about the sixth house. Sixth house from Jupiter or from Lagna will give the same significations. It tells us about the Rebusthana, the enmity, open enmity. Okay. And then it tells about the loans. It also tells us about the diseases. It also tells about servants. It also tells about pets. So all these five significations we can know from the sixth house from Jupiter. Likewise, this is the sixth house. We are going to keep this as a base today because we are dealing with the sixth house and its significations, with the sixth house from Jupiter and its significations. Not only that five significations, apart from that five, we have got multiple uses. You can use it in a different form also. How? Let's take the seventh house. If this is the seventh house is known as day-to-day income, friends, and also Jayasthanam, your part of it, better half, whatever you call it. Mostly we use the Naadi system, we use this for friends and day-to-day income. Okay, if it's business or whatever it is. How is day-to-day life will go according to the seventh house. So if we treat this as friends, if we treat seventh house as friends, this will become the 12th house from 7th house. That means you can know about your friends' enemies, you can know about your friends' secrets, you can know about your friends' loans from your 7th house. You need not go into his chart to know about his 12th house. From your chart, you can know about the friends' enemies, friends' secrets, friends' loans, all these things. Because just like what you get from your 12th house from Jupiter, same thing from the 7th house from 6th house will become the 7th house, 12th house. 6th house, we are keeping it as a base, that will become the 12th house for the 7th house. So naturally all the significance can be known. How to know about that? That again depends upon the planets which is placed or planets which is aspecting the 6th house. Okay? If a malefic is there in the 6th house from your Jupiter, in your natal chart, that means your friend's enemies will be strong enough and your friend will have a lot of loans. This is how we are going to do that. Of course we are going to deal with that, but I am right now giving you the multiple uses, what all you can use it for. How we are going to use it, again we will come to that. Okay? Now this is the format. We will take the format first. After that we are going to fill in the significations according to the planet wise. That it's still a long way to go. It's not that easy. We can club it into one stretch. Okay? So 7th house is over. 8th house. Usually 8th house from Jupiter is the longevity of the person. Fine? At the same time, because we are dealing with the 6th house from Jupiter, what all I said, 6th house tells us about our open enmity. If you are taking 8th into consideration, from 6th house, this 8th house is nothing but the traveling, 3rd house, communication. Here you can know how far your enemies is going to communicate or how far he will be orating or what are his travels is. or what are his losses is. And if at all this is you treat as loans, how fast you can clear those loans or debts. This can be known through your 8th house, keeping 6th house as basis. Same thing here. Right now we are dealing with 8, basis is 6. 8 is nothing but Jupiter's longevity, the native's longevity. But still, we are dealing with 6th house from Jupiter. The open enmity, loans, pets and everything. Loss of pets, because 3rd house from 8th house is nothing but 3rd house from 6th house. This is 8. 3rd house from 6th house, loss of pets. Your servants, how far your servants are bold enough, fearful, or whether they listen to you. How far your enemies are, how far they are, how far they have got the inner strength, your enemies part of it. All this can be known from the 8th house. 9th house. In 9th house, what it happens? It happens to be the 4th house from 6th house. You are dealing with the 6th house from Jupiter, and the 9th house will become 4th house from 6th house. That means it talks about the servant's mother, the enemy's mother, the enemy's happiness. Because 4th house is nothing but happiness, mother, land, or education part of it. Your enemies, if you treat this as enemies, if you treat this as servants, the 4th house from 4th house qualities, all the 4th house significations you are going to give to the 6th house, and you try to know about the servant's happiness, the servant's mother, the servant's house, all these things. And if you go for the 10th house, for you it is karmasthana or profession. But from 6th, this will become the 5th house. From 6th, it will become the 5th house. That means the servant's children, the detas or creditas, detas only, not creditas actually. So people who have lent you, or people who have given you money, their children, you can know how strong they are, whether they are going to come for recovery, or whether only the person who has given you the money is going to come for recovery. If these people, the children of that, debtor is not bold enough, he will not come for recovery. Only the father will be coming for recovery. So your enemy's children, you can know about your enemy's children, how far they are strong enough, how far they are weak enough. This you can know from the 6th house, keeping this 6th house as basis, 6th house from Jupiter as basis, and reading the 5th house from Jupiter, 5th house from the 6th house, that is the 10th house. So your 10th house will also give your enemy's children, your servant's children, and your debtor's children, your open enmities, people who are openly fighting with you, those children, his children, their children rather. So 10th house will give you so many qualities. Now we will come to the 11th house. 11th house are your friends, but 6th house will become, we are dealing with the 6th house from Jupiter, keeping this as a basis. 11th house becomes the friends for you. 11th house from Jupiter, friends. But from 6th house it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6th house. From 6th house this becomes the 6th house, or for the friends this will become the longevity. So you can know your friend's longevity. Of course there will be chances to know that also. Why we should know? No, that's not the question. You can know. Whether you wanted to know or you don't want to know, that's different. But there is accessibility to know the friend's longevity also in your date of birth. Because this huge network is framed from the date of our birth. It is not carried easily from other aspects. So many people say that we do our karma now and we are going to reap it. No. You are doing according to the chart. Whatever the chart planets are there, those planets are making you to do things. It is not you out of your own mind, you are going to do things. Only thing you can do is you can get yourself connected to the cosmic energy. Of course, let me not touch into the spiritual part of it. Right now I wanted to give you the subject of Naadi Astrology, and in that Naadi Astrology nothing is in your hand. It is based on the planetary positions. So to know about the friend's longevity also, you can know from the 6th house. You wanted to know, you don't want to know, that is different. But you can know if you want to know. 12th house from Jupiter. Keeping 6th house as the basis, 12th house will become the 7th house. 6th house from Jupiter as the basis. We are talking today about the 6th house. So 12th house will become the 7th house of Jupiter. You can know the day-to-day income of your servants, the day-to-day income of your debtors, the day-to-day income of your enemies. All these things. The behavior pattern of your pets you can know from the 12th house. How far a dog, an animal, something, whatever you got as a pet in your house, how far that is going to behave, whether you will have any danger through that. Even that can be known. Okay? This is the 12th house. And now let's come to the first house, Jupiter's house. From the 6th house, Jupiter is the placement of Jupiter, that is Aries, the Lagna, not Lagna, I mean the placement of Jupiter. That gives the longevity of the enemies. So your house, the Jupiter where it is standing, you will be giving the longevity of the debtors, longevity of the enemies. To that house, placement of that house, planets aspecting that house, planets in conjunction in that house with Jupiter, tells you how your enemies will be, how open enmity we got, how the open enmity will be standing, how long it will be standing, or how worst it will be there, about the debtors, when you are going to clear, about the servants, everything. Fine. Now the second house from Jupiter. We are going to keep this as basis, 6th house from Jupiter. And the second house becomes the 9th house. Second house will become the basis is 6th house. Today we are talking about the 6th house from Jupiter, and the second house will become the 9th house from 6th house. That is the long distance journeys, honors awards for the enemies or for the debtors, loss of the debtors, everything. Servants, long distance journeys can be known by this. Second house from Jupiter. Third house from Jupiter. That will become the 10th house from 6th house. Third house, if you keep this as the basis, 6th is the basis, 6th from Jupiter as the basis, third house will become the 10th house from Jupiter. Third house will become the 10th house from Jupiter. When that becomes the 10th house, it tells you how your karmic actions of your, or action part of it, of your enemies, of your debtors, of your servants, of your pets. Forget about pets, debtors, servants, debtors, servants. These two people are very important here. So these people, how far they are going to work on you, or how far their actions they will be on you, and how far your servant will be able to work. All these enemies, how far your enemies are going to give pressures, or what the loss your servants will bring to you, because Jupiter's third house is loss making place for the Jupiter. Through which action the servant is going to bring a loss. Through which type of an action your your enemies will become open enemies will bring you a loss. All these things can be done from the third house from Jupiter, keeping based as this thing. So many things from the 6th house you can know about the 10th house, about the 10th house from 6th house. Now 4th house. Your 4th house. From Jupiter, the 4th house is nothing but the mother, nothing but the happiness part of it, nothing but the domestic family, nothing but the education part of it. That will become 6th house is 11th house. When it is 6th house, now we are talking about the 6th house from Jupiter, and 6th house is the Repusthana. The qualities are enmity, debt, debtors, secrecy, all these things. And this will be the servants. This will become the friends of servants. And your 4th house will become the friends of your debtors, friends of your enemies. All these things can be done through the 4th house. Why you want to know? Because you can know how far the enemy is, what you call it, how far the enemy is getting support, what type of support it will be, based on the planets placed or planets conjuncted here in the 4th house of 4th house from your Jupiter or in your chart. You can know the strength of the enemy. You can know the friends of the enemy to take care. So these things can be done here. Servants. What type of friends your servant will have. Because sometimes they bring danger to the family also. So these things can be done through your chart. So everything is destinated. And the 12th house. This 6th house will tell you how far this is the 5th house from Jupiter. The 5th house from Jupiter will become the 12th house from 6th house. We are now dealing with the 6th house, the Repusthana. So that 6th house, keeping that as basis, the 5th house becomes the 12th house from the. So You can know from the 5th house from Jupiter, keeping the basis as 6, that 6 is about service, 6 is about enmity, 6 is about datas. You can know his datas, his enemies, his secret enemies, all these things. Through this 5th house from you, you can know about your servants, enemies, or datas, enemies, or so your open enmities, enemies. So this is how the 6th house from Jupiter works. We will finish first till all the houses, 12 houses, and then we will take the significations of signs or rasis. Okay, so I think you have understood. If anything is there, put it on your comments, and don't ask me to write lengthy answers. That's my only request. Okay, till then, bye.